So it's been a while. It's there's a really subtle thing going on right now where people's lives are being affected in many different ways, and honestly, one of the ways that it can be affected is that you have to bring your entire work life into your own personal home space. And for the benefits that that gives you for being able to wake up 5 minutes before you have to start working, to just have the freedom to work with your shorts on in December, even though it's November. I'm just guessing. It tends to leave you in a spot where you don't actually have access to your own, in my case, computer. So all of the projects that I started recording and have halfway done have gone away. They are sitting next to my work computer, which has become my main computer, which is a terrifying prospect. But honestly, it's been several months since I've uploaded anything, and I wanted to explain to the 10 people that still subscribe every week. Every week. Wow, hold on. Every month to every 3 months, like 10 people will show up and be like, I'm going to subscribe to this guy. Either it's because of the Galaga video or something else, but honestly, I appreciate anybody's time. And while I'm not really talking about what's going on in the background, I've almost certainly lowered the volume so the hammer blows are not deafening or distracting. I'm going to try and get back to some sort of regularity. I already have one video edited and ready to go, and that sets me at ease. One of the things that happened with all this mess, and in 15 years when nobody's looking at this video and they happen to come across it, all this mess is working from home because of a particular disease. I forget where I'm going with this. I don't have access to my regular anvil, and the space that I was doing my blacksmithing in, that was not my personal space, but an amazing place called Shop Space. They just reopened in the last couple months. But I haven't been able to make any knives, and all of my projects have become ring-related, jewelry-related, or very small knife-related. And the ring, I have a ring video recorded and ready to do a voiceover on, but the tiny knives that I've been making out of copper scraps and wood scraps, as fun as they are, they don't exactly I don't exactly know how to film them in a way where you can see what's going on, or in a way that I think would be interesting. So until I can figure that out, probably will be a while. But this particular thing, just hitting something with a hammer, the fairy tale symbol, that I cut out with a jeweler saw on a particularly thick piece of copper, hammering it from both sides. Sorry, hammering it on both sides with two textured hammers. This was something I did for fun, and it was inspired by a friend who got a tattoo for an anime series that I have only seen the first 2 seasons of 10 years ago. This might make me watch the rest of it, to be perfectly honest. And I've been doing a lot of experiments with copper, and I really look forward to the timing where I can incorporate the skills that I've learned with this back into knives or inlays or some other fun stuff. Any physical project that I'm really getting into. One of these days, I'll completely misuse this channel and shift it completely back to video game, like pixel art focus, because I still have pixel art game related dreams that I would like to do before too long. You sit on something for too long, it just means you're not going to do it. Now, I'd like to introduce you to what happens when I forget that I actually have to hit record on a camera. This is not my first rodeo, but I took pictures of the before I buffed all this off. I intentionally oxidized it, and honestly, I absolutely adore the way copper oxidizes, and it's very pretty. The patina is cool, but I took off the stuff that just flaked off with my thumb, and then I used some 2,000 grit sandpaper to get the rest of that sort of squared away into a place that I like it. But yeah, I do hope to come back to making regular videos and just existing. I've been watching more YouTube than I've been watching Netflix or Hulu or Funimation or anything. I've seen more hours of YouTube and people making things than I have just, I don't want to admit, but I'm looking forward to getting back to it. And hopefully, I will have some more inspired things that come out of, just fun stuff like this. So, in the next week or so, I hope to have this up and another video. And thanks. If you're here, thanks. And if you're worried, I hope you're safe. So, bye.